Antimicrobial resistance, or AMR, is a growing global health crisis which is affecting the ability of medical professionals around the world to treat common infections. But in Western Australia, thankfully, an innovative solution called phage therapy is offering renewed hope. Phage therapy holds great promise for tackling superbugs, not only locally but worldwide. This is the story of Phage WA.
Antibiotic resistance is one of the greatest challenges we face in modern medicine. The World Health Organization has declared it to be one of the top 10 threats to global health. When bacteria become resistant to antibiotics, treating infections becomes incredibly difficult, sometimes impossible, leaving patients and their family with little hope. Antimicrobial resistance can affect anyone at any stage in life, including those with antibiotic-resistant lung infections, bloodstream infections, skin and wound infections, ear infections, and infections associated with medical devices and surgical procedures. Having alternatives to antibiotics are urgently needed, and phage therapy provides a promising solution for the future.
Bacteriophages or phages are viruses found in nature that infect and destroy specific bacteria. Unlike antibiotics, phages can be highly specific, targeting only harmful bacteria, leaving beneficial bacteria intact. Phage therapy isn't new, but its potential has been largely overlooked in the fight against AMR. In fact, phage therapies have a proven track record of success, curing infections and saving lives in Australia and around the world.
So when Connor was born, he looked like a perfectly healthy little baby, but at 3 weeks of age, we got a phone call to say that he had cystic fibrosis. So that just turned our world upside down. He was on antibiotics for the first 3 years of his life. He goes on oral antibiotics quite often when he becomes unwell. He also needs to go on nebulized antibiotics to breathe it into his lungs, and he has had to go into hospital for IV antibiotics.
So I can't go in jammy places, and I need to be really careful about that, because if I get sick, it could be worse than normal people getting sick. If I can get phage therapy and everyone else, then it'll be much better, because I'll be able to live for longer, and so lots of other people will.
For Connor, I just hope that he gets the chance to grow old. I hope that he gets to travel and pursue a career and have a family of his own.
Phage WA emerged around 2019 with a mission to pioneer treatment solution for children facing antimicrobial resistant lung infections, particularly children with cystic fibrosis. Our program has evolved significantly since its inception, and our phage manufacturing facility is now set to deliver phage-based therapies for a spectrum of bacterial infections in both children and adults. Thanks to our supporters, we've really been able to make incredible progress. Firstly, we've created a library of thousands of phage, matching them with various bacterial infections. We've received national ethics approval for compassionate use of phage therapy, allowing clinicians to treat patients with serious or life-threatening infections that no longer respond to conventional treatments. And we've secured funding to establish a cutting-edge phage manufacturing facility right here in WA, enabling us to develop safe phage treatments for critically ill patients. While small-scale manufacturing facilities do exist in other Australian cities, the Phage WA manufacturing facility is a crucial step towards meeting national demands and delivering faster phage treatments locally. Seeing our research translate from the lab to the clinic and knowing its impact on patient lives is the driving force behind our work.
Antimicrobial resistance is a top research priority in the cystic fibrosis community at the moment. It's a real problem for people with cystic fibrosis, and the potential consequences for them and their families is quite frankly terrifying. So we are very, very proud to be supporting the Institute in its research because it has obvious potential of success in this area.
The worry is always there, but as time's gone on, we've been able to just enjoy the present and try not to worry too much about anything negative that may happen in the future, because thanks to medicine, thanks to the researchers, he does have hope. And with phage therapy, that is the next big step that our community really needs and that Connor really needs.
Phage WA represents a collaborative effort between researchers, doctors, patients, funders and the community. Together, we're pioneering solutions and offering hope in the battle against antimicrobial resistance.